So another advantage from my point of view is that the lecturers are really closely integrated with you. So there is no division between, oh, this is a professor, I can't talk to the professor. Everybody has open door policy in the UK, so our offices are always open, or if not, then we have office hours, little from which time you can come and meet us. So it's very integrated. We go and eat in the same place as you guys, so we can have a lunch together. There is no division between, oh, this is only for students and this is only for the academics. So we do everything together, so we can have lunch, coffee in the same place as I do. I go and buy my shopping, do my shopping in the same shop as the students. So everybody is very close, that's why it's very friendly and very supportive as well. So I think it's a big advantage. But if you are in a city and the professor has an office, for example, where you have to go and wait, and maybe the professor is not there, so it's a bit more impersonal from my experience. But we are always, with the students, and these are our spaces. We have a lot of cafes and little bars on the campus where you can meet also for a talk with your professor. You don't have to meet in the office. You can make an appointment and meet somewhere else where it's more comfortable for you. So it's a really nice thing, I think, when you're studying, to have this kind of opportunity. Another big advantage of a campus university is that the students they treat the campus as their city. So they organize a lot of activities on the campus. And we also, in most of the campuses, we have opportunities for students to run their own businesses. So we encourage the students to open maybe a little business or do something quite exciting with other friends. So we have a lot of support in this area. There is, I don't know if you've heard about student union. Do you have student unions in Brazil? Yeah. So if you are on campus, the student union is usually very strong. It's basically an association of students. They have their president, they have the whole committee, and they organize different societies and different events for the students. Our student union is very strong in volunteering, for example. So they do a lot of volunteering projects in India, but also in the local community. So if you are coming from Brazil and you would like to get to know about the area where you are studying, you can do some volunteering in the UK, in the area. And it will give you a completely different view of the UK. So the student union on the campus, they organize a lot of things, a lot of conferences for the students. We have Young Entrepreneurship Society, for example. I'm from the business school, so I keep going on. We have everything, dance society and different things. Every society has a structure. So we have a president of the society, then there's a secretary of the society, or a financial director. So you can all be elected into these roles, and it's really, again, very good for your CV. If you can get involved in different things that you are enjoying, you can put on your CV and show to the employer that not only that you were a good student, but also you took some good opportunity on the campus and you got involved. There are also opportunities of jobs on the campus. So we have students doing some work in the office for us, for example. You can work in the bars on the campus. So there are some opportunities as well. But our students can work also in the nearby town. So it's only 5 minutes by bus, or a lot of students bicycle, so they cycle to town, and you can also work in town. But you have 2 different options. You can work on the campus. I usually have students working for me as well, which is very nice. So you can earn money on the campus as well. Another advantage, I keep telling you about the career, you really have to think about your future. I've spoken to a lot of students today who are not really clear about what they want to study. I think you should try to imagine what kind of job you want to do in the future. What is it that I want to be? And then try to find a course that fits your future aspiration. It's not easy for everybody, and also sometimes you end up doing something completely different that you studied. But it's important to develop the skills, during your studies. So for us, the employability of our students is very important. So we invite a lot of employers to the campus. And they come and they talk, they give talks to the students, they give kind of sessions about how to write your CV, how to do an interview. For example, you can try and have what we call a mock interview with an employer. So you can try and see what would it be like to apply, for example, for PricewaterhouseCoopers job. And you can have an interview and try it. Also in the UK, if you're applying for jobs, you have to go through an assessment center. Have you heard of an assessment center? It's quite a tedious one day when the employer, they invite you to a big room and you have to do a lot of tests, mathematics and personality tests. And if you don't know how to do these tests, you can never achieve a good score. So our employers, our links, they come to the campus and they do all these kind of preparations with our students. It's a part of the development and it's a really important part of your academic life. And again, if you are on the campus, it's much easier because we have every week there is something going on related to employability. So employers keep coming and you can meet them on the campus. So again, the campus kind of provides a good platform for you. Whilst if you're in a city, you will have to go and look for the employers yourself, which is quite a difficult thing to do. I'll put some cows on my slide because in my university we are in the countryside, so it's really beautiful. But this slide is really about student safety and security. So for you guys coming again all this way from Brazil, you must be wondering, what is it going to be like? It's like for me going to Rio, and people are telling you all sorts of different stories about how you have to be careful when you're walking around. So it's the same for you coming to the UK. UK cities can be quite dangerous as well. There are some kind of problems of big cities, like everywhere in the world. So from this point of view, I think that the campus is much safer space. Every campus in the UK has their own police, so the police is present on the campus. They walk around, they keep an eye. My university campus is the safest campus in the UK, so we won an award for the safest environment for the students to study. So I think it's quite an important feature, especially for your parents, to know that you are going into a safe environment. The campus also provides a health center, so when you come to the UK you will be covered for the health services. So if you're ill or you're not feeling very well, you can go to the medical center on the campus where the doctors are specifically for the students. So all these things are walking distance, 5 minutes from your accommodation. So it's again much easier. You feel much more comfortable about these things. So everything is together. The campus, provides basically everything. When you think, that's why I say it's a city. So it has shops, banks, everything is together. And one of the main features is the health security as well, and the health service. So, another aspect of the campus is the social life of the students. You probably don't know, but this is a barbecue area. So, for example, there are no students now, but students can go and have a barbecue outside. But the campus usually provides a lot of opportunities for sports. And I don't know, do you do a lot of sports? There's a lot of people, I think in Brazil, especially when I saw on the beach, everybody is doing all sorts of sports. So I think it's a really good balance with your academic life and doing some sports and enjoying yourself, doing some social activities. So the campuses in the UK, they usually have a lot of space around them. So we have fantastic tennis courts and football pitches and rugby. And there is usually on every campus, there is a big sports center just for the students and for the staff. So I think it's really great, so from where you live, from your accommodation, you go to study during the day, then in the afternoon you can pop into the sports center, you can have a swim, or you can play football or tennis or do something in the gym if you want to. So everything is kind of, you live in one place which again, you know, for some people it's not what they want, but I think if you are thinking about academic development, it's a really good space that will offer you all these kind of things together with your academic learning.